Soulmates for the Brokenhearted. The Trinity of Man. B.W. Leavitt. Dedication. I dedicate this book to all the broken-hearted people in this world. I really do believe that soulmates are real, and I hope you find yours. About the author. I am a New York man with a creative mind. I have traveled all over the United States and several countries worldwide. I have seen, met, and worked with people of many different descriptions. Some of them became my close friends, and I trusted them completely. Some gave me nothing but trouble. There are good and bad people in any group you can think of. I don't judge people by what they look like. Chapter 1. It was a warm July day in upstate New York. A black 1962 Plymouth Valiant sped through town. Everyone could hear a woman's screams coming from the open back window. "We're almost there, honey. Just hold on and try to relax," Frank coached his pregnant wife. "You relax," she screamed back between clenched teeth and deep breaths. "Just 4 more blocks, honey," Frank shouted over his shoulder as he made a fast, sharp turn on a red light. The oncoming car saw the car's flashing lights and pulled over to avoid an accident. Jane Thomas was lying in the back seat with her knees up and a large pregnant belly. When the car made the sharp turn, she almost rolled off the seat, but she pushed against the front seat just in time. "There's the hospital," Frank shouted excitedly as he turned and drove up the driveway without slowing down. Jane almost rolled off the seat again when Frank dumped on the brakes, and the car came to a screeching halt in front of the emergency room door. The car had barely come to a stop when Frank opened the door and jumped out. He didn't say a word as he ran around the car and into the emergency room. Jane was screaming when Frank and 2 nurses came rushing out with a wheelchair. "How far apart are the contractions, Mrs. Thomas?" a nurse asked. "I don't know. I forgot about my damn watch when my water broke," Jane screamed as her contractions started to get stronger again. The nurses motioned for Frank to step aside as they helped Jane out of the car and into the wheelchair. While one nurse pushed Jane into the emergency room, the other nurse asked Frank to calm down and move his car to the parking lot. An hour later, Frank nervously paced in the waiting room and got more impatient with every minute. Suddenly, the waiting room door opened and the nurse looked at him. "Mr. Thomas?" she asked. Frank almost fell as he spun around to face the nurse. "Yes, I'm Frank Thomas." "Mr. Thomas, your wife is
Sample complete. Ready to continue?